Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today we're going to do like a blender with me or 3D model with me, something like that. This is different. It's the first time that I set up my camera, the microphone. Sorry about my English. I'm not a native English speaker. My cat is playing behind. The street is very nicely too. This is definitely not perfect, I know, but this is my space. And I know a lot of you were asking me for creating more content and doing more tutorials. I love creating tutorials, but it requires a little more of time. I have to be careful about the step by step. And in this video, this is going to be a little more natural. It's a process video. You can follow the steps if you want, or just take a cup of coffee and learn something about 3D. But I don't know. I want to see what you think about this kind of videos, and we can share this 3D modeling moment together. And yeah, so today we're going to create a drink, or yeah, it's like a drink, a smoothie. So I'm currently working in a summer 3D model, so I'm still doing all the aesthetics, and I have a reference picture here. Is this picture? I don't know if I put it in the description, but if you follow me on Pinterest, you'll see that I have a lot of boards, and in the illustration boards you'll find this picture. So I know it's so small, I have it bigger here in the iPad. I want to do something like that. We're not going to copy exactly, but it's going to be pretty similar. I have to say some things before starting. First, we need to set all the add-ins. We're going to go to preferences, and here in the add-ons I'll put all the add-ons on screen, and you can check if you have the same add-ons or not. Okay, this is all the add-ons that I have. We are not going to use all of them, but this is very useful if you want to follow another tutorials. I'm always using the same add-ons. Items that are very important. Extra objects, add curve tools, loop tools, very important. Know the granular, and I'll put in the description the link for this node that is a Blender Kit online asset library. And yeah, as the name said, is this little bar is like a search. Well, this is a search of the search bar of the library. And why I think that it's very important. First, because we're going to use some of the materials for this video, and second, because you can actually do a lot of studies, so you will improve a lot. Some people believe that if you're not creating everything by your own, you're stealing, and it's not like that, really. You can study how the nodes work. For example, if we search clay, that is one of the materials that we're going to use. I have my own clay material, but the base of that material is this. You can drop it here, and you'll find this in the shader panel. You can see all the nodes that the material has, and you will learn how they are connected, why, which kind of images the texture has. This is a very simple one. I usually customize this with for example, a wave texture and a color ramp. This is for making gradients, so you can change this wave and adjust 2 or more colors and create gradients and like shadows and lights. But this is the default one, and the good thing about the default one is that you already have the animation set, and this is for the texture animation. It's very cool, and it's something that you can study too. We can drop another clay. For example, this is a little more complex, as you see, but it's very useful to see how we can create a clay full of nodes without images, just with the integrated textures, or the one that we've already seen, that is this, that we have a texture that is an external image. So you definitely need this if you want to improve, in my opinion. And you don't have to stay hours searching for how to create a wood material. Like, you can do it by yourself and studying how to create it by yourself. It's so useful, in my opinion. As I said, this is my opinion, and it's something that I use a lot. So I'll drop the link in the description because we're going to use. Okay, we're going to change some settings before starting. For example, we're going to work in cycles. If you have the GPU active, the GPU, please make sure you are using the CUDA system. And then something else I'm going to change here. I put a random samples of 50 in this case because we're going to take some randoms, some proofs, and here we're going to put 20. We don't need that much in the viewport. Then the color management, we're going to change from film to standard and from node to very high contrast. We can also change the light path by, well, maybe I'll put could be 16, and I think that this is all here. Then we're going to change this. I put the compression in 0, and here let's do this format. And yeah, so I prefer to do it in a square format, but for YouTube, I think this is going to be better at the end. So let's start with the modeling. Again, this is the reference picture, and for starting, we are going, let's delay this just for fun. I'm going to press Shift A and we'll add a circle. Here you'll find 32, but change it into 8. I'll tell you something. It said suggest. The 3D programs in general and the quads, or the things with pair vertices, like pair numbers, 2, 4, but quads, they are very good friends. If you start changing it, if I put here, for example, 9, this is not so well. So try to model thinking in quads. Try to do shapes with quads, because at the end, the light path, the textures, the UV maps are going to work better, and you are getting the result that you want. So, all set. Let's press Tab, and I'm going to select everything and press F. And here we're going to press 8 for extrude and Z for doing it in the Z axis. So, now I'm going to press Ctrl R, and we're going to add maybe 3 lap cups. And here you can press 2 or go in and select this segment selection. And here you're going to press Control B. Sorry, Control B. And we're going to bevel this one. There you go. And now I'm going to select both. And again, I'm going to press Control B. And I'm going to bevel again, like this. So now I'm going to select all the faces here. I'll press A and S, and I'm going to extrude inside, like this. Okay. Now I'll take this one and I'll press G and Z. And I'll put it here, here. And I'll select all the faces and I'll press AS again. And I'll extrude a little, like this. Now I'm going to press Ctrl R for making a lap cut and Ctrl B for beveling it. If you press Shift, you can control the bevel a little more. So I'll do this. And now again, ES. And I extrude inside. Perfect. Now I'm going to press 3, or you go through here through this little panel and you choose the face selection. And I'm going to insert present the eye. And now I'm going to extrude. So let's extrude this just a little, not too much. I'm going to scale it with S. Okay. I think I'm also beveling this just a little. Let's bevel like this. And with the face selection, I'm going to insert this face. And let's select all these edges and let's scale it. Okay. I'm also selecting all those. Let's select everything here. This face and the edges from the bottom. And let's scale. You know, it's not scaling in the way that I want. So I'll press the right click for canceling and I'll press O for proportional scale. And with the wheel of the mouse, I'm going to scale it as I want. Maybe in the X. No. Well, maybe here. It's okay. I don't want it to... Sorry, I made a mistake. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I don't want it to be straight. Well, I think it's pretty nice. The shape is pretty nice. I'm maybe putting this... well, you have to press here or press O for going back to the normal edition. And I press S and set for scale it a little. And now press Ctrl A in the object mode and put all transform. Perfect. Well, now I select the object and I'll press Ctrl 2. Or we can go to the modifiers panel and select here the subdivision surface. Let's put it into 1. Maybe it's not pretty cool, but let's go to the face selection and press inside. You won't see it, but you know it's selected. Press inside, select this face, and let's insert this like that. Perfect. If I say small, well, let's do it in 2, but maybe in the big model that I'm creating, I'll put this asset with just 1 subdivision. I'm not sure. But for this tutorial video or process, whatever, we're going to use it in 2 with 2 subdivisions. Here, let's add a lap cut with Ctrl-R, and let's make this a little more defined. And here I want another lap cut, and here another one. Let's scale this a bit, and let's scale this too. Perfect. Press this and I'll scale it down a little more. Okay. And maybe with the proportional editing, we can scale this a little more. Okay, that's good. I add another lap cut here, and I think that's all. I'm going to press Ctrl S for the first time. I just forgot. I'm sorry. Press Shift and right click, and here Shift A, and I want a round cube. Sorry. I'm going to scale it. And here, let's press Tab, let's press 1, and I'm going to do some weird shape here. Yeah, like this. Just play around. I'm not thinking so much, because this is going to be a nice cube. And now right click and shade smooth. Perfect. With this, I'm going to scale it a little, maybe here. Let's put it here, and let's press Alt D and make a copy of this. And here we can change a little proportions. I'm using Alt D instead of Shift D because these two are using the same data. So when you don't want to make a lot of copies with separated data, you are saving a lot of memory doing an Alt D instead of Shift D. Your program is not going to slow down. Perfect. Can change this in the future, but for now it's okay. Now we're going to press Shift A again, and let's use let's add a curve. Put this side view, and I'm going to press Tab and let's Move this a little. Okay, something like, oh my gosh, that's not good. Now we can fix this quick. There we go. I think something like this is very nice. Now we're going to the addition panel, the geometry, and here we're going to change the depth. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. But look at this. We have to fix that. Yeah, that's better. And let's press right click, convert to mesh. Yeah, and now we're going to add a modifier of solidify. And another subdivision surface with Ctrl+2. There we go. And we're going to use the slope cut. Oh my god. Maybe... no, it's okay. Let's use these cuts for making... Let's change a little this shape. That's cool. This is about trying, making proofs. This is not perfect. We're working together, so just don't worry. Don't try to create perfect model. We're learning. Well, now we have we're almost done, but we have to create the some of the leaves. So let's press Shift 8 and let's add again. But this time, let's put G, press G and set for moving it up, and R for rotating. I don't want a perfect rotation, so that's pretty good. And here we're going to create some shape. We're going to add a particle system and create the leaves. That's pretty nice. So now we're going to make this, yeah, little, maybe it's too much. I think that could work. Let's fill caps here and select the object, press tab, select this vertice, and we're going to use the radio tool. And you can move this, you know? So here, I'm going to make it thicker. Okay. That's pretty cool. Now we're going to press right click and convert to mesh. Now that we convert to mesh, we are going to work a little forward. Maybe here, shift right click, and let's bring a plane. Go into the top view, and we press Ctrl R. Let's do a lap cut. Let's scale this in the Y-axis, for example, and Let's add another lap cut, maybe here. There we go. Now we're going to press 1 or here the versus selector, and let's move this. I think it looks very nice. Draw this a little like that, and with the edge selector, let's select all the edges and I mean the edges from the middle, not all the edges. And let's press Ctrl B. Let's bevel this just a little. I want to scale this. I'll select this face like that, and I'll select this one. Oh, sorry. Like that. I'll scale this a bit. And let's scale this too in the x-axis. Okay. Pretty nice, looks nice. Now I'm going to scale it down just a little, and let's press Ctrl 2. Let's do just one subdivision. And let's move this down. Smooth, and SY. Perfect. Okay. Well, we can give more shapes. I think it's not necessary, but you can add a lap cut here, for example. I'm not putting 2 subdivisions or more because it's not very necessary. We want to save as much memory as we can. So one subdivision is enough. Let's go into particle system panel, and let's add one. We're going to change into her particle system, and here let's put, I don't know, maybe 20, not too much. And now let's go to render, and here we have 2 options. We can render as an object or as a collection. I prefer to render as a collection. For rendering as a collection, maybe we need 2 of these leaves, but it's the same. We can make different color leaves, for example. So here, Shift D, select both, press M, and create a new collection. So now let's select this one. Oh, wait, before, go to tab view, select one of the, let's select this one. Let's do this change. Options, check origins, and let's move it here. Yeah. G. Even we can make it a little separated. Yeah, there. Looks nice. Let's just check this. And now let's duplicate it. Perfect. Um, I've done this because it depends. Sometimes if you don't have the origin in the place that you want, the particle system is not working as we want. So now let's select this. Let's go to the particle system panel and let's choose. We're going to choose the collection, render as collection. And here, instance collection, we put leaves. And now we have leaves here. We can make a bigger scale. Here, let's put the object rotation. For example, if I want to rotate this, it's easier to rotate from here, you know? Perfect. Okay, and I think I want another one. Let me try something. If I make a copy of this. Yeah. And let's do it. Oh, sorry. Let's do it smaller. There we go. Oh, wait. The place is not very good. But okay, I think we have what we want. Now we can set a little place. I'm probably using the orthographic view like this. Let's set a small stage here. Let's join, not join, parent, all that. Make sure that the last object selected is the cup or the glass, and Control P, object. Perfect. Now we can move this, no worries. We can rotate in the direction that we want. I think it looks nice. So now we're going to add materials, and then we can finish this piece and this. So here I'm the render viewport, and I'm going to change this light. It's a point into a sun. Whoa. Let's press 1. I always said like a sun because I think that it gives me an orientation for what I want in a proportional way. It's not like a point that's in a specific place of the scene. This is more general, so I like the sun as a base light. And in this point, I think that it's important that you download the Blender Kit add-on, because I use it a lot and we are going to use it here, and we don't need to go through Google and search, for example, for an HDRI, we can actually do it inside Blender, and that's awesome, and it saves you a lot of time. So let's go into search here in this tab. Okay, if you have no idea how to install the add-on, you have to download the add-on, and then you're going to go to preferences here, and in add-ons you're going to install. Once you install, in your download you will find a lot of, for example, zips or RAR files, and you have to just select the zip file or the RAR file, and that's all. Once it's enabled, you'll see it here. If you had problems, just tell me and I can actually do a quick tutorial about that, or I can tell you by Instagram. So let's go to the shader editor. We are here, but the object, make sure to be in the object editor. I mean, I like the clay material, especially this one. Let's search for it, clay. As I said, I have my own clay material, but this one is very good because you can. It's not like clay, actually. It's like it's painted, like, yeah, like a brush texture. We can do, well, we have to do two things. First, I'm going to select both. I press tab, I press A, I press U, and here we're going to Smart UV project. Now we can make our changes if we want. Like, for example, we can make this a little more deeper. We can also change this if we want, like customize the size of the texture, maybe into, I think in 2 is pretty nice. I like it. Okay, so this is one of the texture that we're going to use, and I'll show you another one that is the glass texture that I use, and I want it for the ice cube. And the glass texture that I use is this one, okay? By Matby Sheyanov, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but this is the texture that I use a lot. Here you have a preview of the glass texture. Okay, I'm going to use this one for the cubes. So just press here and there you go. I won't change the ice texture that much. I think I like it, but we can change maybe. Sorry if the render is so slow, but well, I'm recording and maybe we can put this into. Let's try it. I put a 0.5. No, I think I don't like it. Let's put it into. Okay, into. We can see some details of the texture. That's pretty cool. And let's also. We can also modify this. There's a tangent space. Perfect. So, very, very easy, and we don't have to do everything and search how to create a nice texture or a realistic glass texture. We can control it from here, and we can change if we want. We can use all these nodes and change the images, you know, like the bases, the roughness map, and just study the shaders and create your own shaders. So let's change this one. I'll click here for create a new material, and I'll change this into some blue. Like I have my own, you can see here in my asset library, I have my own color palette here. So now we can change this part. I'm going to put a side view. If I click here and I press and I let the shift selected, I can press all the faces that I want, and I want to select all these faces here, and no, probably this one, yeah, and this one. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and here I'm going to, in the properties, I'm going to the material panel, and I click plus, and now I'm going to assign, for example, this clay, and I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to assign, and here I'll drop, for example, that color. Let's go to our render view, and here we have the color. For coloring this, we have two options. We can do it flat, or we can actually give it some texture, like some pattern. For that, I'm going to press new, and here let's select some of the clays. I'll duplicate the clay material, and here I press Shift 8, and I'll search for wave texture. I think I'll show this. I've shown this at the beginning of the video, but let's do it again like this in here. Okay. And with this node selected, press Ctrl T, and let's do the mapping. Well, this could work. Looks pretty nice. Yeah, pretty cool. So now, something that I wanted to show you, the thing inside the cup, this clay, could be shiny because it's we are simulating the liquid. So I'm going to put the white factor closer, Oh. Let me isolate this. I'm going to add point so I can see. There we go. You know, I can change how much shine I want. Well, how much reflections I want. So I think that it's pretty cool. Now let's delete this and let's go back to the view. Okay, so now the leaves. Two options. We can make them flat, or we can also create some wave texture. So I'll show you both options. Let's link this material with Ctrl L. Here we transfer the material. You can see it here. We don't want that. Let's duplicate it. And here, instead of bands, we can put rings maybe. And let's put this close to 0. Maybe it's spherical. And let's see if I can move the location a little, maybe like that. There we go. And let's put it here. Yeah, something like that could be. And then let's drop this. There we go. And now I'll color the other one. The other one is going to be flat. So I'll link this material, for example. And I'm going to duplicate it. Sorry, this is a mistake. I've duplicated, but I have this selected as the last step. So I have to take the leaf and duplicate the leaf. Something that make everything more cute, maybe. It's, for example, adding some spheres. Let's put it into 20. Let's show smooth. Oh, sorry. Alt D. And let's duplicate. And maybe we can create our own color. For example, let's make it very roundness, like that. Okay, now that we have this, and it's almost done, I'm going to drop some HDR plate, the clay word. There we go. I have my Fabs one that I have saved, but you can pick some random one. I like this one a lot. So I'll use that one. But I want to show you a last thing that is a fog. Um, this is a material that is not inside the Blender kit, and I use it a lot. I think that I have to give some credits to the guy that made it. Well, it's a YouTuber. Here I'll show you the note so you can copy the notes and make it by yourself. Or if you want me to do the tutorial, I have no problem. So the fog changed completely the essence, and I think it's perfect. It's one of my favorite things. What we're going to do is I'll show you here in the shader how is a node. So once you exit the group, you get this node group, and what I do is add in a color ramp to the value and a bar noise texture, and then I can control how like the shape of the fog with the bar noise texture, and this is the density. This is affected by the lights of the world. So look at the lights of this world, you know. So if we want to get different colors, we have to add different lights. So for example, I'm going to add here an area. Oh, by the way, let's select this cube and let's go to the object, and here in the visibility go to the viewport display and display as bounds, so it doesn't, you can see through it. Here I'll set, for example, 150, and you'll see that the fog is going to be affected by this light. So if I change the color of the light, the fog is going to change. We can also set, for example, a point, and we drop the point here. Let's put 300, and let's make the radius bigger. All the fog is going to be affected by that point too. But here we can still controlling the colors that we want. It's a little complicated at first, but you have to play with the colors. So I think we're done. We can set like a background. Well, it's not, it's actually the floor. And actually, I think I'm going to choose one of my favorites that you can find is another clay material. Is this one, the first. I really like this one. Let's put it in a like select the floor and let's put the smart UV. Let's go back and here let's put 2, 2, and 2. There we go. And now we're going to, we can put a little of roughness maybe, just a little, maybe 100. And here let's put some nice color. We can also add a depth of field. For example here. And put it on 7. So let's make a proof and then we change some color with the curves. Okay, so here we have the final render. I think that the blur it's a lot, or yeah, let's put 5 of plates, and then let's go to the use curves, and here we go into control a little the curves of this model. Let's render this one, and I think that we are done. So here we have the final result. I think it looks much better than the last one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably watched it already. So yeah, it was a long process. Tell me what you think about these videos. These kind of videos are a little different. I need your feedback for knowing if you like it. If you have done the 3D model and you share it in your social media, make sure to tag me so I can share it too, and I can drop a beautiful comment below. And just that, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hopefully see you in something similar in the next one. Have a good day, have a good night. Bye bye, see you.